far, the songs of Mary and Zechariah and the angels have told us all of the glory and greatness of who Jesus is. You hear about his royal kingship and his divine lordship and the peace that he brings as king to all his people. But here is the first time we start to see him as an object of opposition. Jesus is the sign that is opposed. In other words, people will despise him, reject him, take a stand against him. This was the sword that pierced Mary's soul, despite her joy over the birth of her firstborn son. In other words, the day would come when she would suffer a grief with such anguish that it would strike to her heart as though it were a sword. God is using this prophecy to prepare Mary for the crucifixion, so that in the end she would believe and be saved like anyone else. She would watch Jesus grow up. I'm sure she will always remember what Simeon had said. And when she finally finds herself at the foot of the cross with the Apostle John, she knew that the prophecy had come true. The piercing sword was the death of her beloved firstborn son. Simeon's prophecy shows that from the beginning, God had a mission for Jesus that required him to suffer and die for sinners. The cross was not some surprise, but the fulfillment of God's ordained plan. His plan was for the salvation of his people.